Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to my prediction for the AFL Final Series that commences this Thursday. As you guys know, we did this the last 2 years, so if you guys want to go check them out, 2020 and 2021, you can see my predictions. This is going to be the entire AFL Final Series predictions, and then we'll come back at the end of the final series and we'll have a look and see how we went. So I've done this, like I said, for the last 2 seasons, and today we are doing the 2021 AFL Final Series. And I'll tell you what, this is probably like the closest race that we've had for the entirety, for a very long time. I mean, all top 8 teams are definitely a chance to challenge for a grand final. So, man, I can't wait. This is my prediction video. Comment down below who you guys think is going to win the AFL grand final. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's get into the video. So we start out, let's go have a look on screen. These are the final matchups for week 1 of the AFL finals. We've got Collingwood taking on Geelong. We've got Richmond taking on Brisbane. I'm really excited about this game. We've got Fremantle and the Bulldogs, and we also have Melbourne and Sydney. Now, I'm actually going to be at this game on Friday night. I've actually never been to a final, so I'm hoping to see some of your faces there. Friday night, I'll be at the game. Hopefully, it's going to be a really good game. I think it's, I mean, I'll tell you what, the potential for that game to be the best game of the first week, man, I'm excited. Collingwood-Geelong also is going to be huge. So, we're going to start this out. I'm going to go with my predictions. Like I said, we're going to go through every single week. Then I will give my premiership winner, and I want you guys to do the exact same thing. So without further ado, let's get into week 1, my predictions. And we're going to start on Thursday night, and that's Richmond and the Brisbane Lions. Okay, so we start with Brisbane and Richmond at the Gabba. Thursday night, kick off the final series. This game, for me, I'm probably most excited for. Can Richmond find their form? Will Dusty Martin return in this game? Now, I've predicted that the Richmond Football Club will get the job done in this game. I just feel like they've got the wood over Brisbane. They play well at the Gabba. They won a premiership there. So I've gone with Richmond winning this game and moving on to the next round. This game could definitely go either way. So don't hold me to anything. I definitely feel like this game could definitely go either way. But I want you guys to let me know. I think Richmond will get home in a very, very close game. I'd say around 15, 16 points. And they'll move on to the next round as we go on to the next game. So the next game is on Friday night. And this, like I said, the game I'll be tending. This is Sydney taking on Melbourne. Really excited about this. Never been to a final. And man, Melbourne are hitting their straps at the right time. Now, Sydney are a very, very tough team. Sydney are a very good team. And I've actually got Sydney winning, falling in this game to Melbourne. I feel like this will be another close game, but I feel like Melbourne will just be too strong at the MCG. Sydney aren't the best team at the MCG, and I feel like if they are to win a premiership, they need to win this game. So I've got Melbourne win this game in a very tight one. Melbourne and Richmond, my first 2 winners as we go on to the afternoon game, the twilight game, and that's Collingwood and Geelong. So Collingwood and Geelong, Saturday afternoon footy, doesn't get any better than this. It's kind of weird that it's a twilight game. Don't know why it's a twilight game. I feel like it probably should have been at 7:20. This is going to be a really good game, really tight game. If anything's, I mean, if we're taking anything from Collingwood in the last few weeks, this will be very tight. But I've got Geelong winning this. I feel like Geelong will get through to that prelim final as long with Melbourne. So Melbourne and Geelong will move on. This will be a very tight game. I'm not ruling out Collingwood winning this game, but I've got Geelong winning in a very tight game, and I think Geelong will just be too good. Jeremy Cameron, Tyson Stegnell, Tom Hawkins, their forward line is so dangerous. I don't know what Collingwood can do to stop it. But, I mean, I'm not ruling Collingwood out, but I've got Geelong winning this and moving on. So the final game of the first week is Fremantle taking on the Western Bulldogs at Optus Stadium. Now, for me, I've got Fremantle winning this game. I think Fremantle will win this comfortably. Western Bulldogs, you could probably say, aren't playing their best footy going into finals. Now, Western Bulldogs can get hot. They did it last year. They made the AFL Grand Final from 5th, but this is going to be incredibly tough. Going over to Perth to try and get the job done. Fremantle are running hot at the moment. They're very unlucky to not finish in the top 4, and I do feel like they are a top 4 team. So I've got Fremantle in this comfortably. The Western Bulldogs and the Brisbane Football Club both eliminated as we go through to the second week, the semi-finals. Okay, semi-finals. These are the semi-finals matchups. As you guys can see, we've got Collingwood taking on Fremantle, and we've got Richmond taking on Sydney. Now, I've got Richmond and Sydney as the first game. I feel like this will be the Friday night game, and the Saturday night game will be Collingwood and Fremantle. So Collingwood and Fremantle, we play at the MCG. Richmond and Sydney, we play at the SCG. Both really entertaining games. Interesting games. These are the 2 matches for the second week of the finals, with Geelong and Melbourne getting the week off. So let's have a look and let's go do my predictions. So we start with Sydney and Richmond at the SCG. This is another interesting game. Richmond probably should have beat Sydney there early on in the year. They had a lot of injuries. Does Dusty Martin return? I mean, we do not know, but this is my prediction. I've got Sydney winning this game, a tight game. I just feel like Richmond, it's going to be tough traveling to the Gabba, then traveling to the SCG. If there's a team that can do it, I do believe that it's Richmond, but I just don't know. I feel like it's going to be incredibly tough for them. Sydney are going to be wanting that win after that loss to Melbourne, so I've got Sydney winning this in a very tight one, though, at the SCG, just getting the better of the Tigers. So I've got Sydney moving on to the prelim to take on Geelong for a spot in the grand final. Richmond are eliminated, but I think only just. So I'm not ruling Richmond out. They're my little smoky to win the grand final. Let me know in the comment section down below as we move on to the next semi-final. Next semi-finals played between Collingwood and Fremantle at the MCG. I honestly feel like this game could go. This is a 50-50 game. I really didn't know what to pick for this game. I kind of felt that because it's the MCG, maybe Collingwood have the upper hand. But then I'm like, wait, Fremantle in a really good form. They've played Marvel really well. But for me personally, I've got Collingwood winning this game in a very, very tight one. I think Collingwood will have enough to get the job done. They'll make the prelim final, and they're going to have a shot at Melbourne to get into the grand final. Fremantle will bow out. A really successful season for them. They'll be back bigger and better next year. The Freo Dockers. But that is my opinion. We'll go to the prelims and we'll get this rolling. Okay, so the prelim finals. These are the matchups. You've got Melbourne taking on Collingwood. I feel like they'll be this Saturday afternoon twilight game. And you've got Geelong taking on Sydney at the MCG in the first preliminary final. So, we'll start with Geelong and Sydney. So, Geelong and Sydney, we match up those two on the prelim on a Friday night. This will be a very tight game. This will go right down to the wire, but I feel like Geelong will just have enough to get the job done at the MCG, and they'll make their second grand final in 3 years. I feel like they will have the goods. It's going to be a tight game. I mean, this could go either way as well. This final series, it's going to be so tough. I've got, though, Geelong winning this in a very tight one. Sydney, young up-and-coming team. Again, they'll be there next year, just like Fremantle, but Geelong make it through to the grand final. The Saturday afternoon game is Collingwood and Melbourne. This would be an absolute belter. Can you imagine the crowd for this game? If this happened, this will be a very tight game from the outset. You can just, they played, I think it was round 20 in the actual AFL this season this year, and it was one of the best games of the season. But I've got Melbourne winning this one in a very close one, just having enough to get the job done. They will make their second consecutive grand final, and they'll take on Geelong in the grand final to try and go back-to-back. So let's go on to the grand final. Okay, so this is the grand final that I'm predicting. I'm predicting we're going to see a Melbourne-Geelong AFL grand final. And personally, I feel like this would be absolutely amazing. Two Victorian teams on the MCG. The grand final returns to the MCG for the first time in, 2-3 years. It would be enormous, over 100,000. And it'd probably be the two best teams of the year, Melbourne and Geelong. I want you guys to comment down below what you guys think of this prediction. Make sure to comment down below who you guys think is going to win the AFL Grand Final. And I'm going to give you my prediction. But as we do predict this, I think that the AFL Finals could definitely go either way. There are a lot of teams in there. Like I said, my Smoky are the Richmond Football Club. Richmond are right there to challenge. If Dusty Martin returns, they could bounce in. Even Brisbane, Fremantle. If Fremantle got on a roll, they could roll in. I do think Collingwood also are a massive chance to make the grand final. It really depends on this week's game against Collingwood. That's going to be against Geelong. That's going to be really interesting. But my prediction for the grand final is Melbourne will go back-to-back in one of the best grand finals we've seen. A classic at the MCG. Packed house, packed stadium. I think it will be a very tight game. Like I said, it will go right down to the wire. It'll be back and forth all day. I just think Melbourne's back line will be able to hold up against Geelong's forward line, because I feel like Geelong's forward line is the most deadly forward line. I feel like Melbourne do match up pretty well against the Cats as well. So it'll really be interesting. But please let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think of this prediction. Do you think Melbourne will go back-to-back and win 2 flags in a row, or do you think it will be Geelong? Do you think it'll be another team? Now, if Melbourne do go on to win the grand final, I've got Clayton Oliver as the Norm Smith medalist. So I want you guys to comment down below, and we'll come back in a few weeks and we'll have a look at these predictions and see how we went. But that is me. I have predicted the entire AFL Final Series. I want you guys to let me know what you guys think. Do you agree? Do you think that it's wrong? Man, let's get debating. We are 2 days away from the AFL Finals starting. I can't wait. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to keep rolling, but this was my prediction, man. Melbourne to win the flag. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I've got Melbourne win the AFL Grand Final. Please let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think. This is going to be a really exciting final series. I honestly can't wait. I hope you guys are ready for it. I hope you guys are enjoying the content on the channel. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And hey, if you're at Melbourne, Sydney on Friday, come say hi. I can't wait to see that game. It's going to be an absolute belter. Stay blessed. Comment down below your premiership team, and I'll see you guys in the next one.